Hi everyone. I would like to share with you today the best ways that I have learned to help slow down the aging of our skin. I want to help you understand how the skin works and what we need internally to nourish ourselves and what ingredients are we going to use externally to help keep our skin clear and youthful. So we have 3 layers of our skin I want to talk about. The top layer that you see is your epidermis, and this is where your melanin is stimulated, and that's where you get your hyperpigmentation and your age spots. That's your top layer. And I will get into these as we go along. I would like to go backwards and start with the deepest layer and see how to nourish that first. Okay, so the top layer is your epidermis. The middle layer is your dermis, which is your thickest layer. This is where your protein structure is. Most of the protein and strength in your skin is this middle layer. The third layer in is your fat layer. So this is your subcutaneous layer that's mostly fat. And this layer is your cushion that provides the buffer between your outside skin and your body. Actually, it's your waterproof layer. And this layer does provide all the nourishment and supports the other 2 layers of skin. So we need to make sure we're getting our nutrients in this layer of fat. I mean, there's other, of course, every layer has nerve endings and blood flow, but that's what each layer helps our skin with. All right, so this fat layer, I want to talk about the support of that first. So what do we need for nutrients? We need fat-soluble vitamins. And your number 1 skin health vitamin is vitamin A. That's what retinoid is made out of. That's when they give you a prescription for acne and skin conditions, you get a vitamin A. It's a derivative of vitamin A. So that's why it is the number 1 skin health vitamin. And there's 2 forms of vitamin A. There's a fat soluble, which is what we want, and a water soluble, which helps. It's a precursor to the fat soluble. So the water soluble is beta carotene, and you know what that is, right? It's your orange and yellow produce, your fruits and vegetables of sweet potatoes and carrots and peppers, and that provides your nourishment of vitamin A, but not the one you need for this specifically. So where do we get this? We get this from beef liver, cod liver oil, and butter. Grass-fed butter specifically is better. If you have dairy allergies, I use ghee. I love ghee. It is missing the lactose and the casein that you react to if you have dairy sensitivity. So ghee is beautiful for that. I actually take a liver pill supplement that I will put the link below for the one I take. I noticed a difference in my skin after a week of taking this liver supplement. So I must have been missing vitamin A. And if you have, how you know that is if you have a little roughness in your arm, you will, like little goosebumps on the back of your arm, that's a symptom of vitamin A deficiency. So vitamin A is number 1. The other fat-soluble vitamins we need, well, the fat ones are A, D, essential fatty acids, your fish oils, your biggest ones. K is also there, but you got to be careful if you're on blood thinners. Please check with your doctor for anything I say. So vitamin D we need for that cushion. So when you get your blood work, please check your levels. You must be like 40 and above for any health of your body to run all your systems. Your vitamin D levels need to be up, okay? So that supports that layer. The next essential fatty acid we need is exactly that, essential, because your body needs it and it doesn't manufacture it, so you have to take it somehow, either a supplement or you eat oily fish or flax oil. Vegans, for you, flax oil is what we need, and we all take flax oil, so you can make a salad dressing out of it. The other good, nuts have some good fat too. Nuts have some, especially walnuts, have enough essential fatty acid with zinc. And I don't mean a cup of them. We need about 10 or 15 nuts to put in a salad or something like that as a snack. Those fat-soluble vitamins provide that cushion of fat to stay plump. And what also helps that is your B vitamins, because the B vitamins help regulate the cellular turnover and regulate the sebum, and it helps utilize the essential fatty acids. So you need a B complex, especially folate, to help those fatty acids work. And then, of course, vitamin C we need for that layer to support and stimulate collagen, because the next layer that has the protein gets the support from this layer. So, and it also fights your free radicals. It's an antioxidant to fight free radicals. So I start with this layer because it's the cushion, and it's the base of what the other two layers of skin need. All right, so those fat-soluble vitamins are critical. The second layer is called Epidermis, and this is your thickest layer. And it's your protein, your strength, your collagen, your elastin, your amino acids. This layer provides strength to your skin and holds it firm. What destroys this layer the most is sugar, actually. The sugar makes the protein, has a way of making them stiff, and it develops wrinkles. So the less sugar we have, the better, right? It needs protein, it needs amino acids. And here we go again with, we need a lot of the animal, not a lot, but some. You need support of the animal protein. It has amino acids that is very difficult to get in just plants. And I know there's a lot of controversy on this, but I've worked with a lot of vegans in my practice, and very few get a handle on the amount of protein they need to support themselves in their skin. So keep that in mind. Please keep that in mind. It's difficult to break down protein. We're in a dilemma as we get older because we need more protein, but we have difficulty breaking it down. So I do suggest taking a digestive enzyme to break down protein. Even if you don't change your diet, if you take an enzyme, you will utilize and assimilate more vitamins. So I think that's good for us to take an enzyme. And the topical peptides do help strengthen this layer. So I wasn't sure of that for a while, and I read many studies and research from PubMed that do support evidence that peptides topically will get into the skin and support this layer to strengthen it. So peptides creams is a new friend of mine. I really like them a lot. So now we get to the top layer, the epidermis, your protective layer. This is where you develop melanin. And why do you develop that? Because you don't have enough antioxidants, and you get free radical damage, and you develop hyperpigmentation and age spots. So if you're taking enough antioxidants, like a vitamin C, and that also stimulates collagen, you usually won't develop hyperpigmentation, because it's not just on your face and your neck, it's on your hands. And I've always taken a lot of antioxidants, and I haven't gotten hyperpigmentation yet at my age. So that's something to prove that antioxidants work. And I use sunscreen on my face, but you need sunscreen. So, use the antioxidants will give you protection from hyperpigmentation, externally and internally. So that's critical. So then besides that, that epidermis layer has 4 layers actually in it, and that top layer of the 4 we need to exfoliate. And that does many wonders for our skin because it gets rid of the dull, dead skin that's sitting there and accumulating, 1. And it prevents like clogging and breakouts, and it keeps your skin clear. And it will help increase product absorption. So if you get rid of that top skin, what you put on will also absorb more. So how do you exfoliate and brighten that layer? You use an alpha hydroxy, which is some kind of a plant or animal acid. So the popular ones are glycolic and lactic acid. Lactic acid is the most gentle, and I do recommend that if you have rosacea or eczema or psoriasis or any skin condition, because glycolic will aggravate that. So do not use glycolic on rosacea. But this is where, after you exfoliate, your moisture comes in. So this is where you're going to use your hyaluronic acids. I know that's tricky. And your peptides and your retinols and your collagen and your alpha lipoic and all the creams that you want to absorb into your skin, and those nutrients you use after you exfoliate. And hyaluronic is usually a serum that's layered, and you use that alone, or you put your own cream, that your favorite cream, over it, but that helps to hold the moisture and water. Hyaluronic does bring water, it holds water, so it brings it to the surface, so you look plumper and in moisture, more moist when you use that. So I think that gives you a good idea of what to use internally, externally. We need the, what did we talk about? A, B, C, D. E is your oils, your good oils, your olive oil and all that. F, your essential fatty acids. You need all the nutrients internally to have your skin stay as youthful as you can. And externally, you do absorb some nutrients. You can absorb protein and peptides and the moisture that keeps your skin moist and clear and hyperpigmentation away. And the best way actually to prevent any of that damage, free radical damage, is to use your sunscreen. So I really, really recommend you use a sunscreen. Tinted sunscreens are great because you just do, that's what I have on now, is a sunscreen with tint. I just use it every day, summer, winter, anytime. So just doing errands, you're protected. So I hope that helps give you an idea. If you have any questions or comments, you can just ask me below or email me on my website. And I thank you for watching. Thank you. Bye.